Hello everyone, I'm playing a casual game with my friend Flippy. Um, I thought I'd upload this video sort of as a little break in between the series that I'm currently playing with Elliott. Um, I should be playing another game with Elliott on Friday. I'm also uploading a tournament game that I'm playing with my friend Craig. Um, I should be doing that tomorrow, so that'll be Wednesday. I'll go ahead and actually load this tournament right now. We can make Flippy wait, it'll be fine. But it's called the Summer Swiss Open. Just another online tournament I'm playing with the club. And I'm playing Craig in the third round. We're both 2 out of 2, and I have white against him. So you can look forward to that on Wednesday. So I'm playing Flippy right now. I've played Flippy quite a bit, as this record can attest. And he's 1508. Oh, he actually went up on Lead Chess, so he's 1508 now on our rating list. Sort of the private rating list that we have with the online club. He is 1323, but he's only played 8 games, and he hasn't played a game in quite a while, I think. So he is rapidly improving, let's say. So let's play c5. I play a lot of Benoni. Well, let's go ahead and make sure this is recording. Yep, we're good. Always got to double check after that first video, make sure everything's fine, whole screen's here. So we'll play c5. I've played quite a few games against Flippy. I don't know if I've ever played c5 right away. I think typically I play knight f6 and then c5, but we'll go ahead and do this. This was actually, I mentioned in game 4 against Elliott in the club championship, if Elliott played d4, which I know he plays the London with bishop f4, I was going to just go ahead and play c5 right away and see how he would respond to that. So let's just play this now and see how this works. The other reason that I'm uploading this video, it's sort of a break in between the series that I have going with Elliott, but I also want to sort of give a preview to the 15+2 time control that we're going to be playing. Okay, so I've played a similar structure in a tournament game actually, where my opponent played knight f3. And I think here I played e6. It wasn't exactly this. In the tournament game, after d4 I played knight f6, and then they played c4, and then I played c5, and then they played knight f3, and I took it, and capture, and all that. Okay. But anyway, I played e6, and I want to aim for a Khan-like structure, basically with this, because I do play the Sicilian Khan. So if I play c5 against d4, and they play knight f3, this is very similar to just a Sicilian, so if they do choose to play e4 and I can get into a Khan, then of course I'm perfectly happy with that, which is what Flippy chooses. So this is great. So I can just play a6 here, and we have a Khan. So this is something I'm very comfortable with. It could have gone to a Benoni, which is also something I'm comfortable with. But yeah, either way, I did actually play a game similar to this with a National Master Cal McCormick, which is it was the exact game that I was talking about, where I played knight f6 and c4 and c5 and knight f3, and I captured. And that game was really interesting. I might upload that if I ever do game analysis at some point. But it was a very interesting game. So this transposes into Sicilian Khan. And maybe this is a little bit unconventional, but I'm pretty comfortable in these sorts of openings. I don't think a lot of other people play c5 against this, but oh, he did move here. Oh no, oh yeah, he did. Okay, bishop c4. So bishop c4 is just not very good. This move is not to be recommended. Usually it's good after after e5, because it eyes the f pawn. But both my pawns are on light squares here, so I have a couple options. I can play knight f6, or I can play queen c7, and I think I'll go ahead and play knight f6. Since this is just a casual game, I don't really have anything prepped necessarily. It's just my general prep. But there is a move that I've seen quite a bit, and that's bishop g5. And I in that instance, I do have something prepped with queen a5 and queen d2 and bishop b4 and all that nonsense. There is a pretty decent computer line I can go for and win a pawn out of that. So if he plays that, of course I'll go ahead and win the pawn. But So knight f6 here, just attacking the pawn, and if he pushes, of course I can just play queen a5 check and pick up the pawn. If he guards, then I'll just play queen c7 to defend e5, also to hit the light squared bishop. So once he moves the bishop or guards it or whatever he chooses to do, then I can play bishop b4. Bishop b4 to hit the e-pawn. I also have some, some b5 ideas, anything like that. He has taken quite a lot of time with this. So the pace of this video might be, it might be a little off. I usually use a decent amount of time in the opening, at least when I'm commentating, but I imagine he's a bit unfamiliar with this. Okay, so we see queen e2 right away. That is very odd. What to do then? Alright, I mean, this is very strange. Maybe... Yeah, I've never seen this before. It might be a good move. It looks okay. Wow. Maybe I play knight c6? That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. Knight c6, knight takes, b takes, and then if he does push, I can just play knight d5. Seems fine. Is there anything that I can take advantage of, though? I mean, of course I'm fine here. I can definitely equalize with knight c6, but can I get the advantage? I don't think so. I don't think queen c7 really gets me... Well... What does that get me? Maybe queen c7, knight c6? I think this is pretty good. Let's go ahead and play queen c7 first. Just make sure that there's no bishop f4. And okay, there wasn't to begin with, to be fair. I mean, if I do, something stupid like bishop e7, he can never really play bishop f4, because after e5, it forks those two pieces, and if he takes, I do have queen check. Hitting the king, and then the bishop on e5, so he doesn't really ever have that. So queen c7. Actually, I'm not really sure why I chose this now. Because it doesn't hit this. Yeah, this is not very good. No, not very good. Probably after e5 if he, e5 if he does play it. I'll likely play knight g4, and then if he takes with the queen, then I can take this. I trade it out for a bishop, which I'm extremely happy with. But then my king side is maybe a little bit suspect. Yeah, I probably should have just played knight c6. I mean, that was my inkling. This is a problem I have. I very frequently overpress when I think I have an advantage and I don't. That's one of my bigger problems. Another problem I have is sort of talking myself out of good moves. Knight c6 was probably the best move, and I play queen c7, which is probably just really silly. But we'll survive. He is using a lot of time, and it's 15-2, so the dynamic changes quite a bit. I mean, time is really important in 15 plus 2. Okay, so we have knight c3. Alrighty. Interesting. I guess if he didn't push, I was threatening knight takes. Maybe. I wonder... Yeah, probably I'll just play... Yeah, I'm just going to play my knight c6. This was... I mean, he didn't make any glaring mistakes. I mean, bishop c4 is positionally inaccurate, but it's an okay move. I don't have anything tactical here, and I should stop getting so excited. So knight c6. And I just want to go on record. Whenever I seek a game, it sure seems like I get black a lot more often than I get white. Maybe it's in my imagination. It could be just confirmation bias. When I am over the board, though, I know it's not. I think at least the last 15 times I've played an over the board game, I usually get black if it's luck of the draw. Like you put the each pawn in your hand and you have them pick. I always get black. One time I did get white, but just one time recently. Okay, so bishop e3. Yeah, I'm talking nonsense a little bit. Okay, so he guards his knight. That's fine. Maybe I play knight e5 and then look to go there. Knight e5 is the double attack on the bishop. And then once the bishop moves, I can go knight g4 and potentially pick up the dark square bishop. That's decent. It would be much better if his king was already castled, but okay, it's not. That seems okay. If I go knight e5 and he pins, I don't know why he would do that. Moves his bishop again. I can just play d6 and opt for a different structure. Or, I mean, I could take the bishop too, but So knight e5 is sort of my first move that I'm looking at. Maybe b5? Probably not b5 though. Yeah, why do I like knight e5 so much? It's just jumping out at me. Let's play knight e5. Oh, thank you, PayPal. Oh, look at that. I haven't seen him in a while. Oh, he's improved quite a bit. I think the last time I played him, he was only 1900. Nice. Look at that. 2208, that's impressive. I think we have a game. Imported games. No, he definitely has a game against me. Where is it at? Bookmarks? Wait, this guy closed this account? Crazy. He's a streamer. Oh, he did play this move. Very strange. Very, very strange. Wow. So do I want to trade queens? Is the question, I think. Or do I just want to play d6? We'll get a different structure. I do think that favors me, though. I will get the bishop pair if he opts to take it, which I think is incredibly strong here. If I play d6, he could also just play bishop b3. And then, yeah, maybe that's not the best. Maybe he's okay there. Weird. I hope there's not something easy that I'm missing here. I could just ignore it and play like bishop b4. Bishop b4 actually looks pretty decent. Wow. Yeah, maybe. Let's go for bishop b4. That looks like a pretty strong move. Alright, what's going on with this guy? How come none of our games are showing up? I think we played at least one game, and I won. It looks like he's gotten pretty strong. Almost 1400 FIDE. Oh, I mean, he's much better than 1300. Obviously, right? Yeah, FIDE ratings aren't always accurate since... I mean, it's hard to get into FIDE tournaments. It's just how it is. Is bishop b4 a good move? It looks pretty good. Yeah. I think I'm happy with it. I need to take advantage of his queen being on e2. And I think exploiting the c3 square. Eventually I think I can sort of move his bishop off of here and get my queen on c3 and then exploit his knight that's on d4. And I mean, this is pinned, but it's not like he can move it. He can move his knight, but I take with check, so there's nothing there. So I think I'm feeling okay. Like if he moves knight f3 now, which would just be a blunder, I just play knight takes f3, and if he takes with his queen, then I take the c4 bishops. If he takes with the pawn, then I take the f4 bishop. So I don't really have to worry about this pin at all. He's using a lot of time. Oh, no. That can't be good. I can take this in double. No. No, that can't be good. He does guard the knight. That's fine. But I can take that c3 knight in double. And I think that's worth it. I wonder if that's worth maybe doing now. The knight can technically move, but it can't really move anywhere good. So that's maybe not in a hurry, I don't think. Okay, I do see a line where I can win a pawn. I take, he takes, queen takes c4, bishop takes, queen takes, knight takes, knight takes. And then if the bishop from here takes, I just move my rook, and then I can take here. So I do go up a pawn on that line. That's a lot of lines. A lot of lines drawn on the board. So I do want a pawn there, if he does opt for that. I mean, I'm sure there's some in-between moves there, but I didn't see any that were good, I guess. Can I win more than a pawn, though? I don't think so. I can play d6, but this is maybe not recommended, as my bishop, like d6 is usually only good when your bishop's back on e7, and it's nice and safe, and it can guard it, especially when this queenside castle is here, and this is bearing down on this. Maybe I'm just being paranoid. But if I ever do play d6 and he just hits me with this, I don't ever want this pawn on d6 that can't advance, especially when he's queenside castled. No, that's for sure being overly paranoid. If I play d6 and he plays a3 and I take here, I can just play queen a5. Okay, that's correct. I'm reasonably certain that that's correct. If he takes this as an in-between move, like I mentioned, I do have bishop takes here, and then I can take this after. So if he takes this, I have a couple options. No, I don't. No, I think I'm just playing queen takes c4. And then if he takes my bishop or my knight here, I can play queen takes c3 and just win the pawn that way if I choose. So it kind of depends on which pawn I want to win. I think if I have the choice, I don't want to take the c3 pawn. I think I want to take the e4 pawn, like I mentioned before. I think the queens are coming off, and I don't think my king's going to end up castling. I'm very interested to see what the computer says about this game, because I don't feel confident about my analysis at all. Drinking has something to do with it, but I don't know. I think even if I was sober, I'm not totally confident. It's a good time to play a casual game, though. Okay. So I think just queen takes c4 seems good. I'm on a2 as well. I mean, this is, I don't think he can allow this. I mean, he's already allowed it, and I don't see any better move. Let's go ahead and play queen takes c4. So we've won the piece. My knight's guarding my queen. If he takes this, my queen, I mean, it does something. I'm not really sure exactly what it's going to do. Okay, so I can take here, I can take here. I can also take the queen, and then I can take here. I really think taking the queen is the best move. Queen takes c3 is obviously not. If I take here, that's kind of one of those moves that moves that looks good, but I play the con, so I don't really have any developed pieces to attack his king once it goes to d2. So I think queen takes e2 is the best move, and of course I can't draw a straight line, especially if I can't walk on a straight line right now. So let's play queen takes e2, and then knight takes, and knight takes here. So basically exactly what I calculated a couple moves ago. And then my knight, once it takes, my pawn's going to be hanging, but I am on this pawn and this pawn. Okay, maybe not the c3 pawn. That's guarded. But I'm on the f2 pawn. So if this takes, I'll probably do that. And I feel happy about my position. I mean, maybe I should be beating him more. I mean, Flippy's a good player. He's not confident here. Yeah, straight. No, you're not losing out of the opening. You did a decent job, Flippy. Okay. So I can go here, and I'm on his bishop, and I'm on this. And material's even. So I'm probably just winning here. I think I'm just winning outright. Although he can move his bishop back here. And that's probably the best move. And then I play rook takes g2. And then I'm up a pawn. So maybe I'm not winning outright. I guess that works too, doesn't it? Does it? Yeah, maybe. Oh, Flippy. I think rook takes g7 is the right move. Then I get the pawn out of it? Probably. Or do I take here? I'm on that rook, he moves rook f1. Yeah, I think I take here. I want the open file for my rook, and I want to be on this pawn. And if I do win a pawn, I want to win this pawn and be on both of these pawns. And I can maybe prove that this rook is slightly misplaced, but I'm not totally positive about that. So let's go ahead and take here and go up a pawn. I mean, we're getting into the nitty gritty. I mean, it's a very rapid game, so this isn't going to be like grandmaster quality chess here, from either side, of course, especially not from my side. And he should probably guard this, I think. There's just not a good way to do it. I mean, rook f4? Is that really what he has to do? I mean, I'm happy with that. I'm up a pawn, he plays rook f4, and then I just finish my development. So, my pawn structure is much better than his. Ah! Well, I take this and I'm on your knight. So I don't... Ah, I see. This is interesting. Yeah, I see. Okay, Flip. So I take this, I'm on his knight, but if he guards it, I don't have any way to guard my h-pawn. Okay. Yeah, that's a good point. So I can do that, or I can play I can just play rook g7 maybe. Yeah, I don't think I want to give him the pass pawn. I think his rook is misplaced here. And if I play rook g7, I think my rook is pretty decent. So, yeah. I think that's fine. If he plays rook here, I think I just play king f8. I think it is very important to guard that pawn. I don't want to give him that pass there for no reason. I am up the pawn here, and I have a bishop for a knight in an endgame with pawns on both sides of the board. So, okay, so I just play that. So we'll play king f8, and we'll pre-move that. This is not bad. Flippy's playing well. I mean, 1508, but he might be better than that. He's improving quickly. I got black too, so. 2 minutes though. That's gonna be interesting. Okay. I can potentially fix my pawn structure here. I can play here, but then what if he plays on f4? Am I actually going to do that? Do I want to... I don't think I really want to make him play knight f4. No. No, let's go ahead and just play this, I think. Sure. Okay, my bishop and rook need to get active. This is sort of the con dilemma here. This is very common. So, I think I can play b5 and not really have to worry about any pawn or b5. What if he just plays c4? Am I really going to play b4 there? Yeah, I don't ever want to really play b6. So let's play b5, get my bishop on the long diagonal. This seems okay. I'm not really giving up any knight squares that he can just sit on. So I think I'm okay here. The bishop will come to b7. And then my rook will come, I don't know, anywhere it wants to. Probably c8. Okay, so then I can go here and here or something? I'm not really sure where he's putting them. I don't really know what that does. Interesting. I wonder if I can trap that rook. No. Bishop b7, knight here. King here to block this, and then if the rook goes here, then I go bishop here. Yeah, that seems fine. Because I need to guard h7. Yeah, my bishop is strong. I only have 317. I might cut down just a smidge on the commentary as we get to the nitty-gritty here. Because I do need to keep the pressure on him. I want to take my time and play good moves, but there's something to be said about playing slightly faster. And he can go knight here as well, but I'll just move king e7. That's totally fine with me. And if he goes knight here, maybe I'll just move my pawn. Not sure where, but I can guard it, so it's not too difficult. So we'll go king here, like we talked about. And we're fine. Rook here, bishop e4. Not a problem. We just want to keep this knight out of f6. Just trying to take squares away from it. The only difference here in this position, well, there's a couple, I guess. So there's a few differences. The bishop versus the knight. Oh, that's interesting. So I do want to make sure my bishop's better than his knight. But there's also the pawn structure difference. What can I do about this move? Not much. Yeah, not much. I can play f5. Yeah, that's what we're going for, I think. f5 looks solid. So I have to be a little bit more wary about this pawn since I can't guard it. And I'm 2 squares away from... Well, this is just not good. This just hangs this knight, I think, right? He's down to a minute, so he's running out of good moves. Mistakes were made, I'll give him the take back. As long as he gives... Okay, he gave that one to me pretty fast. What was he thinking? Silly Flippy. I usually don't do that. Consider yourself lucky, I guess. I like you, Flippy. Okay, I don't know about that move. What's the play here? I think king f7. I need to guard this pawn. I don't want to do it with my rook, and I can't do it with my bishop. My rook still needs to come to c8 and see some activity. 30 seconds. Okay. We can come here. Yeah, we can definitely come there. Let's go king here. Have to be aggressive with the king. He's not going to make me with those two pieces. Have to be aggressive with the king in the endgame. Okay, so he can come here. We should take that square away and go here. I don't have to fear his rook. My pawns really help me. So he can't go here or here. Okay, so he wants to come here now. I can take that away, but do I need to? Does moving here give up any squares? I don't think so. Move here, and go here. Yeah, let's go there. If he comes here to be annoying and try to check me here, I do have bishop f3. So let's go f4. Okay, I didn't expect that. There's just no time to. We can push though. And then what if he goes back here? Oops. Yeah, let's go ahead and push. Seems logical. He's at 10 seconds. I have quite a bit more time. He's feeling the heat. That move's not gonna cut it. If I take with this, he gets to my 7th rank, so we're gonna take with this. Okay, now we have a timeout. And I'll run a quick analysis, and we might do another one, and then we'll have a... Oh, okay, maybe not then. So he might want to discuss this. So let me go ahead... I'll go ahead and run the computer analysis, because I'm kind of curious, and I'll probably meet up with him in a second. Oh. No, I shouldn't be typing that. That was an accident. Yikes. Oh boy. Okay, so how'd this turn out? Okay. Yeah, he played well. So, I mean, yeah, this could have gone either, it could have gone one of two ways. We both make a ton of mistakes, and my play is just totally suspicious. Or he plays really well, and I make a few inaccuracies and don't quite, capitalize on certain positions. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I guess I'm reasonably happy with this analysis so far. Okay, 19, 2 inaccuracies. Yeah, he played well. This is solid. So what's this look like? Knight f3. That's not an inaccuracy. That moves is, I mean, it's decent. It's not the best. So he takes d4 here. Okay, so we just play an opening. Queen c7 is probably not the best. Let's flip this on. Oh, it does say queen c7. Yeah, of course. Of course it does. What about knight c6? No? Very strange. So then, queen c7, I was afraid of this. Is this not... Oh, I can play d5? Yeah, I wasn't even looking at that. What a weird move. Alrighty then. Okay, so knight c3. Knight c6. Oh, and for a second I like 95. So 95 is fine. Bishop f4, and I figured that wasn't very good. And I was looking at b5, but I didn't know why. b5, bishop b3, bishop a3. I've seen that idea before, and I didn't think of it. Okay, so I play the second best move. Oh, I play the second best move, bishop b4. castle's queenside, and I knew that wasn't good. Bishop takes c3, the best move. B takes c3, and queen takes c4. What's it want me to do? Really? Man, that's so hard to calculate. Okay, so queen takes c4. I mean, I saw that this won a pawn, so it's really hard to avoid doing this and doing something different. Rook g8. It looks like my analysis was pretty much dead on. Rook h4. Oh no, one that likes rook takes f2, so that's a mistake. Rook takes f2, knight g3. Rook f3, rook takes h7, king e7. Really? So it gives up the passer. Very strange. I mean, that's hard for a human to do, to give an outside pass pawn for no reason. Even if you're up a pawn and you have, you know, this structure here. Really hard to give that up. Okay, so king f8 is correct. Here, rook takes g4. Sure. I mean, most of this wasn't very difficult to figure out. Knight g3, bishop e7. That's why I played b5 here. King e7. Okay, so most of these are computer moves. Rook f4 I wasn't expecting. And it's not totally sold on f5. Just says rook c8. Yeah, maybe I was a little paranoid about this knight coming here. Yeah, that's probably true. Sort of afraid of ghosts a little bit. Rook h4. Okay. Yeah, otherwise I'm pretty happy with this. It does like e5. Okay. Nice. Here, and it does like f4. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with with most of this. Rook d3, d5 is the third best move. I was looking at bishop c6. Then he checks me, and then I have to calculate, and that's annoying. So d5, there's nothing to calculate, and of course that's not very good. Okay, cool. Not too bad. So I'll probably convene with Flippy in Discord, and run over an analysis with him, see what he thought about the game. But alright, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.